In this video, I will explain you about piped input stream and piped output stream. So for explaining about these streams, I will take a program example. For explaining about these streams, I will take one example program. So first of all, I will explain that example program. See, in multi-threading, we have seen one program for producer and consumer. In multi-threading, we have seen one program for inter-thread communication. So there I have given an example for producer and consumer. There was a common data, that is my data was there, common data, value will be there as a property of my data, and producer will write down the value here and consumer will consume the value. We have seen this type of program, and this program was for synchronization, synchronizing producer as well as consumer, so that producer produces and consumer consumes. So that was the example of synchronization. But here, by using piped stream, we don't achieve synchronization actually, but I will show you. But I will take the example of producer and consumer, so that producer will produce the data and consumer will consume the data. So we will do it in another way. Though we will use a separate thread for producer, this will be a separate thread, and consumer will also be a separate thread. But they will not share the data via this data object, but they will share the data via pipe. So we need piped input stream as well as piped output stream. So consumer requires a piped input stream. This is input stream. So I will write IP here for input stream so that it can consume the data. And producer requires piped output stream. So this is the output stream. Okay. So producer will write down the data in piped output stream and consumer will read the data from piped input stream. And these two pipes, we have to join them here inside main method. We will connect them. So in this way, we can understand how these piped output stream and input stream can be useful. So in my program, I will create a threaded. So in my program, I will create a. In my program, I will define a class for producer using a thread and class for consumer, that is using a thread, and they will utilize this piped output stream and piped input stream, which are there inside main method, and it will join them, that is connect them, and they will पूरा शुरू से In my program, I will write a class for producer, that is a thread class, and consumer also a thread class. Then I will take two piped streams, that is piped input stream and output stream. And via these streams, they will communicate with each other. Producer and consumer will communicate. And the connection of these pipes will be done inside main method, inside the main method. Let us look at the program now. इतना मशहूर सॉफ्टवेयर है, क्रैश हो जा रहा है. I'm writing the program now. So first of all, I will write on a class for producer. It extends from thread class. ये देखो, thread के स्पेलिंग गलत हो गया. Thread class. तो टाइप करे सो कट कर देने का है वो, है ना. Producer requires a output stream, so I will take a reference of output stream. I have taken a reference, but it is giving me an error. I will take the cursor there. It says that cannot find a symbol. So in NetBeans, you can press Alt and Enter. In NetBeans, you can take the cursor there, keyboard cursor there, and press Alt Enter. Then it will give you options. So it is asking me to add this as an import. Okay, add it as an import. So now it is importing. Because I have to import java.io, I will do one thing. I have to do it for every class, so I will write star here. Though it is not suggested, but for demo purpose, for explanation purpose, to make it easy, I wrote star there. Now, if you remember producer consumer problem, now I have to assign some stream to this one. So this I can do it inside a constructor of producer. So I will write on the constructor for producer. ये निकाल दे सकते हैं आप ये, ठीक है ना? हाँ, टाइप करें सो. हाँ, टाइप करें सो निकाल दे सकते हैं. हाँ. क्या बोल रहा हूँ? ब्रैकेट क्लोज नहीं है. अच्छा, ब्रैकेट क्लोज नहीं है. So this producer is taking an output stream as so this constructor is taking output stream as a parameter. I have given the parameter name as O, so this should be assigned to OS. So OS assign O. Now next, as I have to achieve multi-threading, so I should override a method run. So run. बोलते हुए टाइप करें तो गलतियां हो रही. So as I have to achieve multi-threading, so I should override a method run. Now inside this method, I will make this producer go on writing the value one by one. So for that, I will take a counter which will start from 1, and using infinite loop, I will keep on writing the data inside that output stream. So OS is a reference of output stream, then I should say write, and what I have to write on, I have to write count. Then after this, I should also say count plus plus. Now there is an error here. You know well that when you try to use a stream, like when you try to write, you have to handle an exception. So I will write try and catch block. So try, and at the end after counting, I will close it, and in the same line I will catch exception. So I should handle IO exception. So I will just write exception here so that any type of exception is handled. I am not going to print it. Now one more thing I should do. See, this producer will write down inside a output stream, but there is no guarantee that the data is sent on the other side. So it's better we do flush. It's better we do flush to make sure that, ensure that data is sent on the other side. When you write, it should be sent out. So flush I am doing, then I am printing count plus plus. Then one more thing I will do. Before doing count plus plus, I would like to display what I have written inside output stream. So here I will give a message that is producer is producing a value that is count. So this has been written on the, this is written by the producer on output stream. So that's all. This producer is ready. Now consumer will also be similar only, but instead of output, I have to write input, right? So what I will do is, instead of typing entire thing, I will copy it and make changes. I prefer doing this. So here I paste it. Now, first one, I should make it as consumer, extends thread. So this also should be consumer. This is a constructor. Then this is output stream. Let us make it as input stream. This output stream, let us make it as input stream. So this is IS, OS. So I should make it as IS, and this as just S. So I will change this reference also. Input stream assign S. Now run method. So I don't have to take a counter here, but I will take one variable X. So in that I will be reading the value. Now I don't have to say write. I have to change it. I will change this one. Input stream dot read. I have to read a value, and that value I should take it in a variable X, right? Assign it to X. So this is over. Now producer is not producing here, consumer is consuming. So it is not taking in count, it is taking in X. Then I don't have to do count plus plus. Then as I was flushing after sending it to output stream, see system.out is also an output stream. So it is better we flush this one also. System.out.flush. Okay, I have done flush here. So this line I will write it inside producer also. After producing this, printing this value, flush it. So now both producer and consumers are ready. These are ready. So quickly I will show you. Producer is taking an output stream and keeping it in its own reference OS. Then using an infinite loop, it is go on writing the values, that is natural numbers starting from 1 onwards, and it is keep on incrementing that natural number, next natural number. And it is also displaying on the screen what it has produced. So it is sending out on an output stream. Then consumer is reading the contents from input stream in its infinite loop. Okay. And it is also printing on the screen what it has consumed. Now inside main method. So what all I have to do? I have to create a PipedInputStream, PIS, new PipedInputStream. Then I need a PipedOutputStream. Now two things are ready. I should take a object of producer. This object of producer, while creating the object of this producer, I should pass a output stream as a parameter to its constructor. So POS is the output stream. Yes. Then I should create an object of consumer. C बोलने की जरूरत नहीं थी. Now, while creating an object of consumer to its constructor, I should pass input stream. So PIS, that is piped input stream. These are ready. See, who created two pipes? So who created two pipes? Main has created. One it has given it to producer and one it has given it to consumer. Now, if these two pipes are joined, then whatever is coming out from the producer will go inside consumer. So I will connect these two pipes. So I can say so I can write here PIS dot connect. And here I can give POS. It has taken by itself. So the error. Oh, it is showing an error. That is, I have to handle an exception. I'm not interested in writing try and catch block here to make my code lengthy. So I will simply throw exception. So that's all. It is gone. I have connected piped input stream with piped output stream. Is it possible other way? I will say POS.connect. Yes, it is there. So I will say PS. So it is actually a matter of joining. You have two pipes in your hand. So left hand pipe you are connecting with the right hand side pipe, or right hand side pipe with left hand side pipe. Makes no difference. You have to connect two pipes. So either way it is allowed. POS.connect.PIS or piped input stream connected with piped output stream. So they are connected. Sure, they are connected. Now I have two threads. I should start those two threads. So I should say producer.start and also consumer dot and also consumer dot start. These two methods. That's it. I have finished the program. I have two pipes joined together, one given to producer, one given to consumer. Producer, consumer started. So they will communicate and they will transfer the data via these piped streams. Let us run and see what happens. Stop. Oh, consumer is consuming so many values and producer is at 8,900 somewhere and consumer is at 88 only. So this producer is going too fast. Let us do one thing. Let them do it one by one. So how to make it? So this we can't achieve synchronization. So for that we have to introduce inter-thread communication. No, I don't want that. Let us put them to sleep. Okay, that is better. Because we are looking at only piped stream. So you can see that you can see that consumer is consuming the value, producer is producing the value, but they are not producing and consuming one by one. So I want them to be synchronized. So the other way, this is not the actual method. So the other way is I can put them to sleep. So after producer has produced the value, after printing it, after flushing the contents, I will make it sleep. So thread dot sleep. So you know well that we have to handle an exception. I will make it wait for 10 milliseconds. Then in the same line, I will write catch. Okay, no. So after flushing, I will write thread.sleep. So actually it throws exception. Yes, but it is already inside try and catch block, and catch block is handling all exceptions. So no problem. So the same thing I will do it with consumer also. My consumer also. So after printing something on the screen and after flushing, let it sleep for a while. So it will sleep for 10 milliseconds. Okay. Now I hope they will do it one by one. They are working, but just I wanted them to work one by one. Yes, they are working one by one. Producer has produced 248, consumer has consumed 248, producer has produced 249 and consumer has consumed 249. That's it. So this is how we can utilize piped. So I have used them in between two threads for sharing the data. So practice. So that's all in this video. So so that's all in this video. I have shown you the program. So I suggest you practice this one. You do it to yourself by one time at least, so you will remember it. Okay, just watching the videos will not help you. Practice the program. If you are getting any problems, or if you have any questions, you can ask questions. Just below this video you will find question answer section. If you are having problem with the program, just you copy and paste the program there so that I can put it inside NetBean and quickly answer you. Okay. If you share a screenshot, I cannot read and understand. If you share a screenshot, then I have to read the program and find out the error. So it's better share your code here. So that's all in this video.